Hello, Soul Family. Welcome back. We're going to be doing a reading for Libra versus Libra. That is in case you are dating one of your own kind. And we're going to discuss the past with different decks. So for the past, we're going to do Radiant Wise. And I'm showing you there. And then for the future incoming spots, we're going to do Red Fairy Tarot. It looks like that on the back. And then I'm going to go to, and there's cards piled on top of it. We are going to do from the Psychic Tarot the possible steps that you need to take. Okay, so that's a need pile. Again, this is Libra versus Libra, so it's only going to fit if you're dealing with your same exact sign. And let's get started. For the past, please, gentle shuffle. Hope you guys are doing okay too. We have it for your very own sign. And we're just getting started here. We have a bunch of bonus materials tonight. There will also be a reading about twin flames, and anybody could watch that. You could be married to your twin flame. You could also be dating your twin flame. Okay? Or you could actually be separated. The past, 10 of Pentacles. This person could have felt right to you, Libra. That's why you chose them. They could be well off too. Like the 10 of Pentacles could be talking about a high earner, 7 of Cups. There's a little bit of mixed messages and confusion in this relationship. The 7 of Cups talks about confusion and or a lot of choices. Now, the tarot card is actually one of the very few that actually look like what it means. And so, don't mean to laugh there, but it does. Lots of different options. So with the 7 of Cups, they might feel like you have those options, or you have discussed that actually. Okay? More past cards, the Wheel of Fortune, after shuffle, and the 8 of Cups. My bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands for the hour. Ace of Wands on the split. Okay, so that would have been our last card. They could be attracted to you still. If you're dealing with a Libra, they do have news to tell you. Okay, or this could be a messenger of some kind. Like this person continually sends you messages, or there's a current relationship here. Now, this is one of the videos. I was so shocked that it was so highly requested today. It was like, when are you going to do the Libra and Libra video? And I pushed it back about 4 days, okay? For good reason, because I wanted to wait till the weekend. So you have new information going into Monday. And it seems here like they even felt like they hit the jackpot with you. They found that you have everything for the future, or at least you gave off that ability, Libras. So I think when I look at the 10 of Pentacles, even casually, it's like I had the right person, is what I get with the card, whether you said that or them. But I feel like somebody feels like it was the correct choice. Maybe even in like where you dwell, what you do for work. This person feels symbiotic in some way, but these are just past cards, okay? They could still have news with the Page of Wands. And then there's some type of opportunity for them to walk away very soon. I think this person is also on a soul's path. I just looked out the window and a blue car went by, and the window's open today. So I don't know if your person likes blue. Blue car just passed. And then the Wheel of Fortune is here with a changing of the times. You might ask me, well, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the past, so it's that divine timing that both of us were brought together. In some tenses, every soulmate is. Everybody that passes through your life, whether it's a good girlfriend or a good guy friend, they even feel like they were divinely led to contact you, be around your energy. I just have to check the current cards because we have a whole different deck for that. So let's go. It's interesting to do it like this with different decks because you definitely get to ask questions. So current cards, this was our current deck. 2 of Swords they have, and they actually have a Libra deck, and that's a second week Libra, okay? And then the 9 of Wands. This person might be very independently thinking. They could have come across the things that they have independently too. Some of you are dealing with a previous divorcee, or this is a guy who has kids, okay, for my feminines. For my Libra masculines that are watching and you're dealing with a feminine, I feel like some of you touched onto a fire sign or an earth sign, okay? So some of you are dealing with, also you could be dealing with signs where those are their moon, is how I'm saying that, okay? Because obviously Libra, I almost forgot for a minute there. But I think that they have a crossroads as opposed to you. You might be going through a crossroads phase, but I think your other person feels it more because this is their current card. So is the Nine of Wands. I don't find them to struggle. How I see the Nine of Wands is they do it as a solo. It's very, very hard for them. They could be singly independent, or this person is just trying to find their way. There could also be career options with the Two of Swords, and they could have something going on with their family where they have to pick and choose, or they got to be there, okay? Or they have to be present. Anything else secretly that we can ask about this person that will help us understand them? I mean, they're a Libra like us. Nine of Swords, okay? There's some touching on some sleepless nights or worry about something. Temperance. They want to have a balanced relationship with you. But, you know, Libras, I also think that you want something out of the relationship in the long run. So you're not going to keep this around just as a friend who's there. Does that make sense? Some of you need guidance about that. So I got emails personally about doing this video, and it's like, can you show us the options even through cards? I try to use it as therapy. That's the best medium you could use cards for. So we're here to do that. And the readings have been serious the last couple of days because there's serious content that we have to touch on. But I'm sure this week with pick-up piles, we're going to loosen up and we'll have nicer topics to discuss. Okay? So Nine of Swords, they could be worried about something. Your person could have literally spoke to you about waking up in the middle of the night or being bothered. This can be through an SMS text message, or you have knowledge of that in some way. Some of you guys get your information in funny ways. Like the stories I've been hearing lately is I've been Page of Swordsing. So that's what I hear in the comments, and that's what I get in emails. But they could definitely be worried about something. They have the Two of Swords, so there's a decision here, okay? And I don't think this person is yet close to moving. If it's about bringing two long-distance Libras together, I think it's either career or they have some scheduling things here that get in the way. Even if, like some of you say, but they give me attention, they talk to me, it's not one of those things where we are in no contact. I mean, this is my Libra in the hour. Like this is the person I deal with every day. So I think they just are drawing conclusions where they're at. They do have the Two of Swords. What do they think about when it is about long term? You're a Queen of Cups. Okay, so there's a Cancer card for the week, and you do have a Taurus. These are nice energies. I'll explain to you why I asked that question. Because when you're dealing with your same zodiac signs, the best thing to do is do an energy check on the Libra that you're dealing with. And so this person could actually be a Queen of Cups, or they could be very psychic too. I'm getting something here about both of you share knowledge of tarot, or both of you may have studied it if it's not a thing anymore, because the Hierophant is about teaching. There could have been back and forth here. They think you're a Queen of Cups, all right, and these are current cards, so let's explain. You're sensitive. You maybe found that you're in your feelings a lot by this person, or it's vice versa. Both of you are, but it stems from a very empathic and soul-led place. So those sensitivities, never take them as a weakness. It's not a weakness, in fact. And then the Hierophant, there's a learning quality to this relationship, or there needed to be a contract. Nobody promised anything here. It looks like other than friendship, or there's distance. Eight of Cups. For me, like my new distance card is the Wheel of Fortune. I know that sounds weird, but it feels like a long distance card lately for me as I pull. Even though it's not associated with that, but just the wheel, and it takes time and it takes divine timing. I take it as a long distance, or one of them now. What is the result of them? What do they get out of knowing my Libra? That's a wise question, because even if it remains long distance, this is what you need to know. King of Swords, you're straightforward. Okay, you might even be brave in some ways, or you speak out for the things that are meaningful to you. They also view that you're very naturally abundant, even if you don't have, you're not a millionaire. You know, you're not a cash cow. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. You could be stern, or you have these signs in your chart. You definitely have King of Swords in your chart if you're here. There could be a Capricorn ascendant, or there could be a Capricorn person in this mix. Okay, even the third party could be a Capricorn if there is a story like that. Meaning that someone's mother, sister, or karmic, or it's someone on the outside. I'm going to stick to this last few seconds here. This is going to be my advice the last 4 or 5 minutes. There's a reason why somebody remains guarded. Okay, they've either been hurt one too many times, or right now this person does not need to be in a relationship. So you might want to talk about whatever guarded energy is left over. I do believe someone in this reading is guarding their heart. And it could be about those decisions like family, future, investments. You have learned something between each other, but even if it's a marriage card, the reason why we see it here is because there's been 2 teachers, okay? They might view you as the teacher, or they continually learn from you, Hierophant. And you could also have Taurus energy. There was no contract. It doesn't seem like it's viable in the situation that I see on my table, because Temperance is what needs to happen. So is the Hierophant. And then you have too many emotional people up in here. Queen of Cups, King of Swords can sometimes be mean if he wants to be, or he's working on other goals. He can be direct, but he's not telling the Queen of Cups everything. Okay. And then the Nine of Swords is that worry in the past. I tried to break for my voice today because I could hear that it was dipping, and it still never went away. Like I have a throat chakra block. Every time I go to clear it or I drink water, there's something that happens to my voice. So it could just be that I need to sleep more or something like that. Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, new investment, coming in strong, stating beliefs. Somebody needs to change the way that they handle things here, okay? The Lovers. There's some type of connection with my Libra and Libra. So we're done with that. Four of Pentacles is on my split. I'm going to put that there. There's potential in the future for these 2 Libras in this story to further this relationship, because the Hierophant and the Lovers, that's good juju, okay? These 2 people can be in a balanced relationship. I feel like the block is actually, it can be distance, it can be needing to drive or fly, but there's actually a very specific block. What is that? Third eye chakra, okay? So we have a chakra card. It talks about here, this is your intuition. Both of you don't know things about their particular situation. So you need to uncover that, okay? Another difficulty, a transformation maybe on both ends. It's not just one person for the 2 Libras in this story. Both people are going through a journey where they got to find out answers, maybe for the time being separate, because this is what you can't see. There's some things being hidden from you. Your intuition picks up on it though, Libra. Like maybe something in their environment, you pick up on an inconsistency or even a routine thing, okay? And then balance, Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. So my final things here for our topic discussion. A complete coming together. Basically, the Hierophant is a contract. I think there's an independent journey that's wrapping up for 2 people. 2 people went on a journey, and this is what was expected, but nobody said anything about it. The Hierophant card. And I think that the connections here, the thing is, you have good cards for a connection. Ace of Swords, the truth, clarity. If somebody steps out into the open and maybe gives a timeline of their needs, then this can still happen. If some of you stop talking to this Libra, okay? Another thing here, we're going to get a card for no contact. What's the no contact card? I'm sorry, these were rigorous readings for the weekend. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. With solo wealth, because sometimes the 9 of Cups can be like a selfish person, or they've been single a long time, or they deal with you, but they also have like tinges of a single life, okay? They could be, I don't know, because that looks like they're surrounded by a family as well in the 10 of Pentacles, or they could be family oriented. They want the future stuff like you, I see here, but they're dealing with matters of even their own singleness in the Nine of Cups. So this could be distance, because it seems here like it's a definitive block for the two of you. The best advice here is to have that conversation. We spoke about the September Libras having a successful, serious conversation with a possible person of interest this morning. This has themes of that same read, even if it's your sign, okay? The Moon, they could be hiding more information about their past. Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting because they're developing some kind of offer here. They just don't know how to bring it to your door, which is why I believe that there's some kind of distance going on right now. You do have an air sign and you do have an opportunity. What is the opportunity speaking about? And I know the Hierophant card's already out. Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This person wants to be with you, okay? Offering you a spark of their attention, or maybe that's not enough for you, Libras, is like you actually have to be with them, okay? Because if this is some kind of like weird friendship, or you guys only talk and then it's like dismissed, that's not gonna last long term, okay? And I don't know if that's like the message, because it seems here like they got a lot of love for you, but once they get to that point where they have a lot of love for you, there's nowhere where it goes. All right, guys, I release you. It's very, very, very sensitive, the Chariot, okay? And there could be some movement on one person's side. So I'll talk to you later. Please tell me the story of this and confirm. I'll see you in a little bit.